guys, welcome to Mahika's Canvas. My name is Mahika, and before I get to today what we're going to do, I hope you had a great week. And also today is about recycling. We're recycling what we've already used. Of course, you can do it on a fresh paper, but right now we're doing it's part recycling. Let's just say that. Today I've come up with two things that we've used two DIYs two DIYs that are used from newspaper or already used paper. So we're going to be using those two. That's our two main materials right now. So I hope you have them, and I'm sure many of you will have like a bunch of newspapers just stuck in a cupboard or in somewhere in the corner of your house, or already drawn things and scribbles and all that kind of stuff. And so today we will be making something out of these things. So the things we'll be making is a coaster and a newspaper coaster and a lantern. So I'll just show you the newspaper coaster. This is the coaster, and it actually balances really well. First, I thought when I first made it, I thought that it would not balance. It's just a waste. But then when I actually put like some water or something, it balanced really well. So and it also is really good. I use it in my class right now on my table. So, and also we'll be doing a lantern, which I've already actually done it, but I don't know, it started lighting itself and floating away. So I don't know where it is right now. So I've already made it and it turned out amazing. It's a very decorative one, and Diwali is coming, so you can use it for that, or any festival, or just hang it on a light bulb. It's really nice. So those are the two DIYs that we're doing with these two types of papers. This is a normal newspaper, and this is already drawn and some scribbles on it. So we were just clearing our papers, and I told Mama, what are you doing? Don't throw these papers away. You can use these. So I took all these papers and I stacked them, and they're in my cupboard right now. So because of Corona time, people may not be allowed to use the newspapers because they come from outside. So this is the material you can use with instead of newspapers. So you can do that, and so let's get started. Now today we'll be making these posters that I've already said. So the things you need are these already drawn on papers, or you can take a freshly new paper. These newspapers, if you're not allowed to use them, you can use these papers. And then some paint. These I'm taking acrylic colors because the normal poster paints, which I normally use for my things, they don't cover. Like if I'm doing it on newspaper, you can still see the words, like they're written on it. You can still see them once you paint it with the poster paint. So that's why I'm using acrylic. But if you use the poster paints, you can get a very cool effect. It'll be red, and then you can see all the words written on the newspaper. That's also cool. You can try that out too. But as far as I know, I've done it with these poster paints. So acrylic paints. Sorry, I've done it with acrylic paints, not poster paints. So, and now I've got some glue. This is just a little bit of glue which was there, so I'm taking that, and then you need glue. So you have glue. Then you need some thread. You can take wool or any type of decorative paper thread. We're just using it to string our lantern. Oops. Sorry. And then you need some tape, a punch or a pen, but the punch works much better. And then some brushes, a scissor. I forgot about scissor in mentioning it in the invitation, but as you know, scissor is a common utensil that is used. Common tool. Sorry, tool that is used in our cooking. And then we have some water over here. Now what we're going to do, I'm going to first do the coaster, which looks like this. Now, before that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some glue. I'm going to take some glue and add some water. Now I've already added some water to it, but I can just So I've added some water into my glue, and I'm just gonna make sure that all the glue and water are nicely and completely like together. Yeah. And if you put too much water, then you can put some glue. I've just got this other glue because it was easier to make the glue and water mixture in its bottle itself. But we will be needing some normal glue without the water for the lantern DIY. And now with this, I'm going to just and I'm going to now close it with the thing. My this doesn't work. It's a bit of an old glue, so it's okay if I just oops. Unfortunately, it works. And and I'm just stirring it.
Your friend Ahan is
Hello, Ahan. And now I am. Oops. Oh, it's working. You know that it's working now. Okay. Now my glue and water mixture is done. I am going to go onto my newspaper. So I'm gonna take a newspaper and I'm just going to unravel. I'm taking only one sheet because we're going to roll our newspaper. Okay, there's a newspaper behind me. Okay. Now I'm going to gently just roll it, not very tightly, not very tightly. I'm just rolling it like this. So for me, one newspaper goes into the size of this, which is enough for me. But if you want, you can add another one. Now that I've rolled it, not very loosely, there's lots of space, I'm going to twist it and like really squeeze it and twist it so it becomes nice and thin.
Amishi's on.
Hello, Amishi. And now I have this. I'm going to start with my so now I'm going to put some glue on this part, like over here, and I'm going to just press it. So the glue water, it doesn't start acting very like it gets sticky after some time. So if you put some glue water on your hands and then you start rubbing it, first feel very soggy and then the glue will start acting. So now I'm going to just put some glue all over and keep rolling it, and then once you're pressing, you don't want your coaster to go upwards like this, so you got to keep pressing it with your hands, and some of the ink, your hands may become a bit black, just warning. So you can wash your hands, and also if glue comes, just rub it like this and the black also will touch. And don't touch your face. There might be it just some ink might go onto your face. So now keep doing that, keep rolling it and putting some glue water, and I'm just going to hold it. You might need somebody's help. To press it and do it. So you can take your mom's help. Keep rolling it, and slowly it's okay if it tears the newspaper. It's okay if it tears, just not completely, but then you have to keep on twisting it like this too, and now I'm going to just keep that there, and I'm gonna just sprinkle some glue water all over. This is a bit hard. It's actually hard. I've actually tested this workshop already with a bit young, not a workshop but a teaching session or something like that, an activity basically hosted by me, and not a lot of people could do it, so you might need somebody else's help. Now you've done it. You see that there's some places which are a bit big, so you're gonna put glue and press it down. Now it turns into quite a big coaster, like it's a pretty big size. So I'm not going to add any more newspapers on it, but you can stick another newspaper and go on. Now we're just going to adjust it, sticking it like this. And now I'm going to first put some glue over here and do that. And now I'm going to take my tape. I'm going to take the tape with my scissors. Okay, so I'm going to just take my scissors and cut a piece. And now I'm going to just stick that. If you can keep on adding glue, but I feel with water you can add normal glue and do it, or super glue or something like that, but I'm just going to tape it right now, and just now we're going to paint our coaster. So as I said before, I'm using acrylic. Okay, so and they're small, like this seed like this. You can take glue and put it, but I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna tape it off. And now. Okay. So this is your coaster, the shape of the coaster. Now I'm going to paint mine black to match my other one. Okay, fine. Then okay, so okay, fine. Now I'm going to take black and I'm going to take my water and my brushes, and I'm going to first take this is a tip that I'm showing you that I've observed. I'm first painting it, not very thoroughly, just painting it because there will be ups and downs in the one sec. Yeah. Wait, it's a bit on the edge. Can you hold it now? Yeah. And I'm just gonna stick that back there from down to bottom. Little ahead.
Take a long piece of paste.
I know. It might be
longer.
and it might be coming out not while you're having tea, obviously, so you have to do it right now. So you're gonna tape it like very nicely, so very secure, so it doesn't come out.
Let's not be stingy with tape.
Yes, let's not be stingy with tape. Okay. Now that I've taped my coaster, I'm gonna go on to painting it. And as you know that paint doesn't go very well with tape, so it may take off the stickiness. So you're gonna just hold it, and then after we finish painting it, we'll put another piece of tape. Now you see it's not covering everywhere, so we're gonna just take a water. The more you should take some water and just rub it all over so it goes inside like that. And now I'm painting the tape part, because normally if I'm using poster paints, it won't go on the tape. You will see that it won't go on the tape. It'll just skip the tape and it'll just So for the tape, don't use any water, just take only your acrylic and just that. Now and take that. Okay, so I've got a really strong black looking thing, and I'm actually very happy with that. Okay, do not think it'll take. Okay. So now I'm going to take my white. I'm going to take my white.
Just white, mine.
I'm going to take my white paint, and I'm going to dip it, and I'm going to just, wait, it's not coming. Wait, I'll just do it normally with that. Cuts. Oh yeah, now it's coming. Okay, so my coaster is done. Now you have to leave it to dry. So that's the whole coaster. It's really easy, you have all the things at home that you need. So now I will be so now we'll go on to our lantern, which for this I'm using I have these A3 sized papers which are already used, and now we have to split these papers in two different sizes, but yeah, it's not a half. The one is going to be a bit smaller than the other one and very less, like over here. If this is if you see, this is a half maybe, but this is not a half. So we'll be cutting it like this. And if you have no A3 paper, you can just take two A4s, cut one big, cut one a bit, like snip some off one.
Amishi is asking, for poster can we use watercolors as well?
You can use watercolors for the poster, but just that the words on the newspaper or whatever painting or whatever used paper you have, they will show. But if you're not taking a newspaper, then it's also fine. But even if you're taking a newspaper, it's also okay. It'll show like a different it will show like a different art, like all the words will be shown. That's all. That's the only difference. Now I'm going to be cutting it. It's okay if it's a bit uneven. And now from this paper, I'll be taking it and just doing that, like sticking it with my glue. And now I'll be taking it and just applying some glue. Now taking my glue, and I'm just going to stick this side and then stick it like this. Now that I have a round thing like this, I'm going to just even these sides that may be uneven. Now that I have my this, I'm going to skip it. Now we're going to work on this. So what we're going to do is we're going to fold it like this, and it's a bit uneven on this side, but it's okay for now. And we're going to leave some gap and snip. Leave some gap, snip, leave some gap, snip, leave some gap, snip, leave some gap, and snip, leave some gap, snip, leave some gap, and cut, and then. So now for these cuts, I'm going to start cutting ahead, like going into a big cut. around, and like this you have to cut all of them like that. It's okay if they're different sizes, it's totally fine because that's how they can be. One last snip. Now that took awfully long. Now what we're going to do is we're going to just fold it like this, fold these, and you just press them. Press them. It doesn't have to be that fast, like crease, but just press them. Now you see like it's become like this. So these are one of the most. Okay. So now what we're going to do is we're going to take. Oh, thank you. We're going to take some glue and just spread. Not that much, otherwise then it will come on the sides. Just a little bit of glue on the side, and then that's and now we're going to reach this. We're going to put this side. And this side both together, and we're going to keep going. Oh, it's not sticking. And then hold it. And so this is how our lantern is going to look. So like that you have to just keep going. It's okay if any further, like it's okay if there's excess, we'll be cutting that off and making it into ship shape. No. I do every single of my craft like this, and I'm just going to stick that, and my hand is so stiff, it's like full of glue, and that's it. So this is our lantern, which we'll be cutting off the sides. As you see, it's a bit teared up, so we'll be cutting off the sides, and
You can use it to wipe your hands.
So this is how our lantern is going to be. Like this is the shape. We're going to just snip it, like just make that even so it's looking good, and it can stand also. So I'm just gonna snip these ends, and then once you know that it's fully dry, like completely dry, then you have to do another thing. 1 second, let me just in the back of it. Okay. Now I'm just gonna be snipping off this one. And that's done. Oh wait, there's so now our lantern shape has come. gives me time to clear my hands. We'll be sending a picture with this. We'll be sending a picture with this on the top. In which inside will be a lamp, of course. And now we'll be taking our punch and in one side we'll be I'm just going to put that in nicely. Wait, one sec, it will not come. And there we have a hole. And now on the exact opposite side, which we're going to measure like this, I'm going to take it and have another puncture on that side. Or somewhere over here. I don't know where that is. And okay, that's a good enough hole for me. Now that we have these two holes, I'm going to string in some thread which is a bit long, like at least my hand's length, like this much, and then I'm going to tape and I'm going to from outside I'm going to just string it with the thread like that. And I'm going to string from outside the other one, and I'm going to tie quite a big knot, sorry. So you just go like that.
I think just try both of them together. Otherwise it can come out to the
Oh yeah, okay, fine. Okay, so I'm just gonna tie both of them together. My mom suggested that idea. So one knot, so it's a double knot for these two guys. Okay, so now yay! Yeah, if it's colored paper, it'll look really nice. This is also type of colored paper. We can say that at least. if we would have done it with the newspaper, you can try it with the newspaper. Maybe under the light, all the words might come. It might look so nice. So I know now on Diwali evening on my grandmother's balcony I will be having something hot, of course, or something cold, don't know, and I'll be hanging up my lantern on Diwali evening. So I hope you like the reception, and thank you for coming to today to watch me do these amazing and let's just say recycling DIYs. So I hope you really liked it and hope you've done it. We'll be posting this on YouTube, so you can watch it if you've not done it also. And these are things that you can find at your home very easily. I hope you come next week, Saturday, same time. Bye.